Okay guys, today I'm gonna do something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and that's take a DNA test to find out my ancestry. And I'm actually gonna be trying two DNA tests. The first one, Ancestry, and the second one, 23andMe. And I'm taking two because Ancestry gives you a more detailed version of your ancestry, whereas 23andMe, it just breaks it down by the region, not necessarily the country or the tribe. But with 23andMe, I also have the health test. And what's interesting about this is that it tells you all kinds of things about your DNA that you might not even think about, like how much caffeine you consume. And personally, I love coffee and tea, and I believe I consume a lot of caffeine, and your genes can say that about you. It could also tell you about your hair type. Also, if you're genetically predisposed to weigh more than average or less than average. So I'm really excited about taking both of these. I can't wait. And then on the ancestry side, I've always wanted to know, because my grandparents have told me, like, oh, we have Native American, so and so on down the line was a white man. So it's going to be really interesting to see if that all matches up with what they say. Both of them, they're pretty much the same. You spit into this tube, you send it off, and then in a few weeks they'll mail your results back. So we'll see. Now, I don't have my results from Ancestry yet, but I do have my results from 23andMe. And honestly, I don't know what to expect. So, here we go. Before I look at the results, in the past I was told that I have Native American ancestry, European ancestry, and my mom actually took a test from Ancestry, and I have her results. 33% Benin and Togo, 18% Nigeria, 17% African Bantu, 9% Great Britain, which that didn't surprise me either. But what did surprise me was that she didn't have any Native American ancestry, and I was always told that her grandmother and grandfather had Native American ancestry. And then on my dad's side, my grandma told us that we had Native American ancestry. My dad hasn't taken his ancestry DNA test yet, so I don't have his results to compare. But I'm gonna look at mine now. I'm nervous. And this test actually came really quick. I took it two weeks ago. Let's see, do I want to start with ancestry or do I want to start with health? Let's start with health first, because I don't have my ancestry DNA results yet. So, wellness. Find out how your DNA may affect your body's response to diet, exercise, and sleep. I have 8 reports on that. Okay. Alcohol flush reaction. Genetic factors help explain why some people flush red in the face after drinking a small amount of alcohol, 1 drink or less. People who experience flushing may also experience unpleasant symptoms like headaches, nausea, and sleepiness. Based on my genetics, I am unlikely to flush after drinking alcohol. But I may still experience unpleasant symptoms if I drink too much. Fun fact, I don't drink that much at all. Like, when the rare occasions that I do order alcohol at a restaurant, I won't finish the whole drink. I'll only take a few sips. Alright, caffeine consumption. This is the one I was really interested in because I love coffee. Based on my genetics, I am slightly more likely to drink caffeine. Well, okay, Based on my genetics, I am likely to drink slightly more caffeine than average. I didn't think it would be slightly. I thought it would be way more than that because I can't go without coffee and I can't drink decaf coffee. That's funny. Alright. Deep sleep. I am less likely to be a deep sleeper. I'm not likely to be a deep sleeper. I think that's true. I don't know if I've ever been in deep sleep. I don't know. Genetic weight. My genes predispose me to weigh about 3% less than average. And I can see that because growing up, I've always been skinny. Lactose intolerance. Based on my genetics, I am not likely to be lactose intolerant, and that's true, I am not lactose intolerant. Muscle composition. My genetic muscle composition is common in elite power athletes. Okay, so this means, it says for most people, lifestyle and training factors drive athletic performance at the national and international levels of competition. The genetic variant in this report seems to make a difference in athletic success, but its role for non-elite athletes isn't completely understood. That one's actually surprising because I've never been athletic. Like 2 years ago, I just started working out and it's very hard. Sleep movement. Based on my genetics, I'm likely to move less than average during sleep. I would have thought I would move more than average. On average, people move about 13 times an hour during sleep. I move about 7 times an hour during sleep. It's funny that they can get all this from your DNA. Huh, that was interesting. That was my wellness report. Now I have 33 trait reports. I may not read through all of them, but I do want to see something. Ooh, ability to match a musical pitch. Because I cannot sing. I have a 50-50 chance of being able to match a musical pitch. Okay. So sometimes I can hit a note, sometimes I can't. It depends. Oh, this one's good. Cilantro taste aversion. I have slightly higher odds of disliking cilantro, and that's true because I tried it. I tried putting it in my water one time. It was disgusting. So I switched to parsley. Didn't taste that. It says I'm more likely to get dandruff. And when I was permed, I did have dandruff a lot, but ever since I went natural, I don't have dandruff as much. This is so interesting. Wow, I didn't know this was genetic. Fear of heights. I'm more likely than average to be afraid of heights, and I am afraid of heights. Fear of public speaking. I'm less likely to have a fear of public speaking. I've always tried to avoid it, but I mean, I guess now that I'm doing YouTube videos, because that's kind of like public speaking. But I still couldn't get up in front of a crowd and say something. Hair photo bleaching. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, based on my genetics and other factors, my hair is more likely to lighten with sun exposure. And when I was permed, this happened. My hair was, you could tell it had like a brown tint to it, but I always thought it was because I had permed my hair. I mean, my hair is red right now, but that's hair dye wax. So my hair is likely to get lighter in the sun. Hair texture. Huh. This is funny. It says, I most likely have straight or wavy hair. I do not have straight hair. I do not have wavy hair. I don't even have curly hair. I have coily, kinky hair. Like, How did they get that? And this is my natural hair. I mean, when I was permed, yeah, it was straight. It was bone straight. But maybe because they don't have a way to tell if you have coily or kinky hair. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but my hair isn't straight or wavy. I mean, it's a twist out right now, but in its natural state, it is kinky and coily. Hair thickness. I am less likely to have thick hair. Now, do they mean strands? Yes. I'm less likely to have thick hair strands, and that's true. My strands aren't fine, but they aren't coarse either. They're medium width. But my hair density, of course, my hair looks thick. But the individual strands are almost fine, not quite fine. I'm likely to have dark hair. That is true. Mosquito bite frequency. I am likely bitten more often than others. I believe that because just about every time I step outside, I get bit by a mosquito. These are all so interesting, and I haven't even made it to the Ancestry side. Newborn hair. Likely lots of baby hair. I don't know where they got that from because I did not have that much hair when I was born. Photic sneeze reflex. For some people, bright sunlight kicks off a round of sneezing. Oh, I'm unlikely to have that. Yeah, the sun doesn't make me sneeze. Just the pollen. Skin pigmentation. Likely darker skin. Yeah. Although when I was born, I was really light. But that's with most cases. You get your pigment later. Huh. I'm more likely to have stretch marks. That's good to know. Sweet versus salty. I'm more likely to prefer salty. That's strange. Growing up, I love sweets. And now, I don't really like, well, I prefer salty snacks. Yeah, that's true, because anytime I go anywhere, I'm looking for a pretzel place, but also an icy to go with it. So I would say I like sweet and salty, but I'm more likely to prefer salty. Unibrow. I am likely at least a little unibrow. I'm likely to have at least a little bit of a unibrow. I barely have eyebrows as it is, and then there's like nothing there but breakouts, but not hair. Oh no, this is wrong. Wake up time. I'm likely to wake up around 9:02 a.m. Okay, maybe genetics says that, but growing up says that I'm up at 6 a.m. No matter what time I go to bed, I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. I might go back to sleep, wake up at 8, and then maybe wake up at 9:02. But getting up for work, I get up at 5 a.m. Like, I'm an early riser. And maybe that was just routine and habit. But genetics say I'm not supposed to get up till 9. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. There's too much that needs to be done. I can't be in the bed till 9 in the morning. Alright, that was my traits.